everyone, this is Liliana Violet, and today I'm going to do a tutorial about how to make the insides of the Miraculous box, because it has been requested many times, so why not make a tutorial about it? To make the insides of the Miraculous box, I'm going to split this into two parts. The first part is creating the inside from foam and cardboard, and the second part will be about painting the symbol on it as well. So for the first step, the things that you will need is cardboard. This is on one side I have a paper side and the other side is just cardboard. This is 2mm thick and you can probably get this at craft stores or just online. You will also need EVA foam of 2mm thick and in the colors that you want to make the drawing of. For the snake you need a blue one, and for the dragon you need a red one, etc. Then you will need something to cut circles with. You can also do this with a thread and a pencil, but I just prefer to use this because it's just handier. I just lend it from my mom, so this is a lot easier to use. It's mostly used for photos. You will need scissors, just plain simple scissors, a knife. X-Acto knives are the best option, or just a brand that is like X-Acto, but you can use pocket knives as well, but it's a lot more difficult. You'll need to use glue. I use tacky glue. It's a little old, I know, but these things go forever. Like I've been using this for the past 2 years and it's still not empty. You will also need a bowl. It doesn't really matter which size. It just needs to hold some pressure, that's all. And you will need an ironer. Your mom probably has this, maybe your dad, you never know. But you will also need to use this. So first of all, we are going to make 2 circles out of cardboard. These have a diameter of 11 centimeters. So draw some circles or make some circles with this thing, or maybe with something else, and then cut it out of the cardboard. Because this doesn't really cut deep enough, I just cut the rest of it out with my X-Acto knife. Also cut out the second one. We've cut 2 of those circles, we are going to stick them together. Sure you don't make the same mistake as I just did to put these sides together, because this one needs to be up for the foam to be able to stick onto it. the paper doesn't really hold that well. Now that that's off the side, you will need to make a mold. This is just a very simple mold. It is just as previous, 2 of those circles cut and stuck together, and then you have 2 layers of the bottom side of the Miraculous box drawer. So you need to cut 2 of these insides, stick them together, cut 2 more of these circles, stick them together, and put it on this to make your mold. If you've done that, then take your EVA foam in your respective color, then you put your mold on it. Make sure to leave about a centimeter of space on it, and then cut the foam out. Now that you have made the mold and this part for the drawer itself, we are going to make the foam part of it. First of all, you need to turn on your ironer and just wait until it's warm. Then you need to use the bowl I just mentioned. You need to put it upside down and put your mold on it. Then you will need something as an underlaying for your ironer to not burn anything. So if you have that, you will put your EVA foam on it and then a kerchief over it, because otherwise you will burn the foam and we do not want that. So if your ironer is warm enough, you will need to iron your foam, and if it starts to curl up, that's a sign that it is warm enough, and then we will stretch it out over the mold. This part mostly is easier with a parent or someone else helping you, because then one will stretch like this and one will stretch like this, but it's also possible to do it alone, so I will do it alone then. So if you take your ironer and put it over it, you just iron it just like normal, and if it starts to curl up, like you can see over here, I hope it's visible, but it starts to curl up, put it away, get your foam and stretch it out over your mold. And then just wait a couple of seconds to let it cool down. Oh, don't worry if that happens, it just happens to me all the time. It's okay if that happens. Just like I said, it's easier to do this part with 2 people. Yeah, okay, it cooled down. Then you can remove the mold and cut it to the size of your drawer. So I was really happy with the result of the other one. It just didn't fit nice, so I asked my brother to help me with the stretching part, and it just turned out a lot better. The form just is a lot nicer, so I just really recommended doing it with a parent or a brother or sister, maybe a friend, but ask help. It is not easy to do this alone. So yeah, now that I've made this one, I will let it dry for a little bit, and then I will cut off the axis and make it fit in my drawer. trial and error to see if it fits and at what parts you need to cut a little bit off, because as you can see I have loads of little tiny snips, so it takes a little bit of trial and error, but after that it'll finish, it will fit quite nicely in it. I do not stick this into it because I just like it being removable, and we still need to make the horse symbol on it. Well, this is actually the horse drawer, so I'm gonna make the horse on this. Now that we've created the foam and cardboard part of the inside of the drawer, we are going to paint the symbol on the foam. So the things that you will need for this is, of course, this part we just made. You will need prints of the symbols of the Miraculous box. You can find these on my Instagram page. You will need brushes. I prefer to use these two. These are pretty tiny, I know. Paint, of course, in the respective colors of your drawer. I mainly use Decorfin as paint because I just love using this, and it gives the paint a little bit of a shine. It just looks nice to me, in my opinion. You will need some water to clean your brushes with some paper. You will need a ruler. This is going to come in handy later to position the symbols. You will need a light pad or just a window, that also works, and baking paper. So first of all, we are going to stick the paper with the symbols on it on either a LED pad or just a window. So now that it is stuck on the LED pad or window, you are going to need the baking paper. So what you're going to do with this is you'll lay the baking paper on top of the symbols, and you are going to draw over it with a pencil. And if you have been stupid like me, you will need to trace this part, but also on the other side, because after this we are going to rub it on the foam. Because right now, if I am going to use this part and then lift it over, it is going to be mirrored, and that's not what we want. So first of all, we are going to draw it this way. So if you didn't think this through like me, and you just printed it the normal way, you have to draw it on the other side as well to get it mirrored. So tip, print this mirrored, not the way that I did. After that, you will use your ruler and place little marks, 4.5 centimeters in each direction. So 4.5 centimeters that way, this way, and this way. And that is to help you position the symbol right in the middle of on the foam. With the stripes we just placed, we can determine where the middle is, and if you place it correctly or just think it is in the right place, you rub over it with either scissors or just a flat hard surface and just go over it. And if you think you did it good enough, it will stick to the foam itself. And there it is. Our little symbol is now on the foam, and now it is time to paint. The painting part off camera because it was just getting dark and a little difficult to film, but I managed to finish it, so now that we're done, we can finally put it in the drawer. And as you can see, it fits nice, quite nicely, to be honest. And we can put it in the Miraculous box. Yay! Thank you guys for suggesting for me to make this tutorial. I really liked making this tutorial. Though I will say that I am not going to make a full tutorial for the whole Miraculous box. I spent a lot of time in that, and I am not gonna make another one. That I just barely have any time left, so I'm not gonna make another ones while I'll still have to finish this one. But if there are still any questions about the drawers or just the Miraculous box itself, don't be afraid to ask, and maybe until next time. Bye!